Don't make me talk. Don't make me fight with you. Don't make me kill your dream. Stop having this dream. Give up on space like the rest of the human race has. Let me close the iris of the observatory. It's because I wanted so much to see what that eye was supposed to see that I can't let you keep looking. That I can't keep looking. That I don't want us to be tortured by that possibility anymore. Oh my god! She really is saying I can't bear to think of something better for myself. This is what I deserve, so please stop trying to find a way out for me. Oh my god, Lunaterra! Slaps Lunaterra. You can fit so much trauma in this girl. Slaps Lunaterra. I'm Saturn. Hey gamers! Welcome back to space. A place where we all belong. Birds be like, don't gotta imagine tweeting. That's true. Birds are always tweeting. Maybe they should find a better platform. Just kidding. Oh, I mean, I was gonna say co-host is fine, but co-host is not the same. Hamid came to a stream earlier today. I hope she comes to my stream. I'm sorry, I'm not doing Memorial Foundation, but maybe she'll come hang out. We can talk about Gundam. I love how I made Twitter as a full name. Yeah, it makes sense in text chat. Or she was a streamer, she's a chaser. Pluto. You ever think we're being too cavalier about this whole war? I was maybe mean to her with a little love. That quieter enough, or is that too quiet for the music? Oh no! Too mean to Halamede. Come on, she's a princess. You gotta be nice to Hallie. You ever think we're being too cavalier about this whole war? But it's not a war. I think a whole bunch of people fighting each other is definitely a war. Okay, you do not have to be nice to princesses. You have to be nice to me. Outside of that, I don't care. I don't care if the medium of ship self is rhetorically distinct from war. That's just a technicality. You may have said someone needs to draw Hallie as a sad, pathetic, unfucked pumpkin. Should I? It's right here next to me. I might as well. Ugh. We got a pumpkin. Ugh. Yes, it's this big. We have no idea what we're gonna do with it. I'm not fucking it. Especially not on stream. It's not Twitch safe. It's literally 50 pounds. It's not that heavy. It's maybe like 35. It's a big pumpkin. I don't know what we're gonna do with it yet. Yeah, it is an absolute beast of a pumpkin. Let me just print out a picture of Halamede and tape it on real quick, and I'll put it behind me some. I don't care if the medium of ship self is rhetorically distinct from war. That's just a technicality. Bunch of people fighting is a war. It's a war and war is bad. Gundam.jpg. You're sort of the last person I expected to say something about it, though. Why? Because you love it. It's work. You still love it. Well, it's exciting. For any... It's a war, and war is bad. Marsh is still Gundam down to its essentials. Exactly. Hi, Joan! You missed the pumpkin. It was gigantic. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. If war is so bad, how come the Gundam characters keep doing war? Checkmate, atheists. They keep doing war because you get money for doing war, I think. I believe. Well, it's exciting. You really love excitement. But it's scary, too. Why? You can't die. Only lose and try again. That's why it's a war. That's why it's not a war. It's just a noisy argument. Hi, Nora! You should hang out here and not understand what's going on because we're halfway through a run. You watched 2 episodes of Zeta Gundam and they both involved war crimes? Yes, the lesbians are doing lesbianism. Look at these 2 lesbians. They're right here. Look at how cute Mars is. We'll see more Mars in a second. I was editing the first Heaven Will Be Mine stream again, and I scrolled past the bit, the Lagrange colony bit for Saturn, and it made me cry. I'm excited to do that again. But I'm mad like it's a war. I hate the other side like it's a war. Yeah, I saw that So's got temp banned for being mean to Hallie. This is really funny. Oh, you have to go to work soon. I hope you have energy for work. If it's only not a war because ship cells aren't designed with a way to kill each other, that's too fragile a reason. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I don't want to go back to Earth. I'm not going to let them make us. If I keep feeling this way, one day, I might do something terrible for it. So, I can't say I love it when it's more complicated than that. I have to go sit at my desk, but consider, I am cozy. You can be cozy at a desk. I'm cozy at a desk. I have a blanket that I'm sitting on, and I'm wearing a comfy outfit. And it's also very warm in here because it was hot outside, and maybe I should open a window. Solve this problem by making my bed my desk. Doesn't that cause other problems? Oh yeah, you do have to do that, don't you? That makes sense. You missed the streamer read out. Someone needs to draw Halloween as a pumpkin, a sad unfucked pumpkin, right as Hallie was leaving. Oh my god. Keep at work constantly. She's saying bye, that's what she got hit with. If Halloween, Memorial Foundation shows up in my chat, I will try not to be mean to her. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm gonna be nicey. Even though I'm playing the Pluto route. Would I ever be mean to someone? Yes, you would. Me and Joan are the Hallie defender. She doesn't need defending, but we're here to do it anyway. No, I think Saturn should bite her. You're right, it really is complicated. I was kind of hoping you'd have uncomplicated feelings about it, though. Why? Because I love it, and I don't feel complicated about it at all. What? You're kidding. You always lecture us about how fighting is bad and letting negative feelings go and how we're going to have peace one day. Of course I feel that way. It's so thrilling. I was too precious to send out during the Cold War. They never let me fight like all of you. And I'm good at it too. Better at it than what I came here to do, than a lot of the actual pilots. Hallie is a character made to be bullied. It's true. This is a fact. I'm proud of that, but it's also just thrilling. It's dangerous. Maybe you can't die, but there's a lot that can happen to you that's painful and hard. We're like, okay, sure, politically I think war is bad, but I love kicking ass in a giant robot. It's so true. How do you stay scared enough to still feel like that? I wonder if it's just because it feels so new, or if there's something really wrong with me. I guess that's why you didn't want me fighting, isn't it? Who decided this whole religion thing was worth doing, and why weren't they thinking about the fact that I'm just the eepiest girl to ever live? Nora, you can't be... If you're eepy at my wedding, we're all gonna be eepy. I guess we can have an eepy wedding, that's fine. Make a religion out of it. I don't think she's up for making a new religion. I think she's got enough on her plate right now with the religion she's dealing with. It's complicated. I don't want you getting hurt. I don't want you to get hurt learning that. You know, Mars, this is why you're so bad at love. You won't let people you love get complicated. It's not that you're not incredible. It isn't that you don't deserve to have fun. But what if something terrible happens anyway? Oh. Subject, Re. Cradle's Graces Ship Self-Development Archives. Nyx of Cradle's Graces. Even as enemies, you are as hard to understand as ever, Iapetus. Maybe one day, fuck Iapetus. Maybe one day I'll be wise enough to know why you're always laughing, always smiling. Thank you, Pluto, for being the Neptune in that moment. We were talking about this earlier, and I was talking about how, like, Saturn and Pluto are both kind of Neptune in a way. Like, they both do the same role where, like, Saturn is really, like, the one who gets people together in a big way, and then, like, Pluto will, like, is so self-sacrificing for people, but not that Neptune sacrifices a lot for people, but no, those are all different planets and dwarf planets. No, they're all lesbians and they're making out sloppy style. I mean, Neptune is making out with Jupiter and Venus, but you know. I'm so happy they made Pluto so big in this. Pluto is very much a Neptune parallel. It's just that she's full of Venus's commitment to being kind alongside insisting upon truth while simultaneously concealing her own struggles and insecurities most of the time. She is so big. Macula big. Maybe one day I'll be wise enough to know why you're always laughing, always smiling. Yeah, it is a We Know the Devil comparison. Nora, play We Know the Devil! When you're not eepy. That game's really good. I was also editing it today, and I was like, I wish I could, like, just do it again, but, like, things to do. Fine. Watch me play it. I can send you the video. I'll just email it to you. I can put it on YouTube soon. Talked a bunch about how Pluto wants other people to be better, but has a hard time letting herself be better, while Neptune is like, come on, bitch, we're self-improving together. Yeah, I love that about Neptune. Well, also, like, Everyone sees Pluto as perfect, and Pluto is like, what the fuck? No, I'm not. You need to be perfect. I'm just a figurehead, and it's. I like Pluto. I like all of these characters. They're really good. If that's what you've been making on Cronus's moon, we over here don't even look half bad. I can't imagine why you'd tell me the truth, and does it really not matter to you if you're found out? And are you that confident that you don't mind bragging while you dangle this offer in front of me? Macula's development has stalled, so we're desperate enough to accept your favor. Or maybe you aren't as far ahead as you're letting on. What if I just told Europa what you were up to? Just as courtesy, of course, since there's no way she doesn't already know already. You know that the Macula still hasn't been completed. But you must be desperate too if you're reaching out to us. It just goes to show, Iapetus, nothing will come of resisting Earth. I'm just doing this because I'm hopeless. What's your excuse? Thinking you can double-cross the universe? See if you can trick Europa first. Subject, the aversion impulse. Origin, Cradle's Grace's foundational documentation. Author, metaculture and gravitational... Metal culture and gravitational research chair, Dr. Nix. Those are both words that look like different words. We talk always of the beauty of gravity, but rarely of its cruelty. A force that binds and overwhelms humans. The power brings us together, but it does not do so with kindness. Culture is power and hierarchy and force. It can crush us and tear us to pieces. It is not a unilateral force. On the contrary, gravity's structures are deliberate and intricate. Not everyone shoulders a light burden. Not everyone is able to wield the natural powers of humans with so little weight. Through gravity, humanity is ruled by its own laws. But this is not the case. Through gravity, humans are ruled by each other. Antimatter, anti-gravity, anti-culture all exist as a resistive force to this gravity. The refusal of humanity to accept these parts of itself caused its own undoing. When we let our children develop in the lightness of space, they chose their bodies, genders, souls, parts of their own volition. They became human in the ways they wished to be human. The gravitational forces are unendurable to those in space. We can feel the possibilities closing off. Infinity has to become something finite eventually. That's the curse of time, foremost of the 8 billion curses of the universe arrayed against humanity. The last before death. Conquering them in order is Memorial Foundation's legacy and belief. Every curse overcome and nothing lost. You have to weigh the accumulation, or the end result is a diminished humanity. They're not good at making hard choices. It's hard when you understand what you have to lose so much better than you understand what you have to gain. And so, when it comes down to it, that's why we lose every single time. Only in space could we possibly be free. That's good. My take is Neptune really did want the other girls to accept what they really were, and sure, there's a clear positive aspect to that, but it's motivated by Neptune being isolated and lonely, being the only one to best know herself like that. Else her devil getting aggressive and coercive about forcing the others to admit it, being so frustrated on their behalf. But her little tagline being, please think of me. Ugh. I like Neptune so much. I think by doing Neptune's devil first, I missed out on a lot of her nuance, and going through that and talking through it is still just really fun for me. I feel similarly about Saturn. Like, I feel like I was missing a lot of context when I did Saturn's run, and like, I'm getting it kind of, but there's stuff I don't really remember. I don't know, like, this game is really well made. It just is. I like Neptune, I like Saturn, I like the sad, fucked up girls. I like all of these sad, fucked up girls so much. As a sad, fucked up girl, I love the sad, fucked up girls. Look at me are becoming stars. Welcome to the Neptune Appreciator Club. I am in the all everyone appreciator club. Jupiter is like my strong bias. Clearly, you can run through that Saturn again to hit the other faction endings for her. Problem solved. I mean, I'm planning to. I just don't know how much I want to read of it because I read it. It's a lot of talking, but I don't mind doing it again to talk about it some more. And like, I did it with Night in the Woods, although I don't I think I skipped. No, I didn't. I did do it for Night in the Woods, so I honestly maybe don't really. I might have to do more saves though, just to make sure the percentages work out. I guess I could go through Saturn and... Really? Jupiter's the only one you don't really get well. That's fascinating to me, because Jupiter is the one I connect to the most. That's something I really love about this. Like, they all have such strong personalities and, like, deals that everyone really resonates with at least one of them. And I really like that. You're like 500% Neptune. Interesting. That's really interesting. I think that, like, for a lot of people, if you're like just coming out or like about to have your egg cracked, it's generally Venus. But even after that, Venus is like really strong and people like it comes off strong to people in a really good way. It feels like I love Neptune as being the person who's just like, please just fucking admit it already. But Jupiter being so repressed about wanting touch is something that just hit me right in the heart. There's a lot of me in Saturn too. If you had played We Know the Devil when you were cis, Venus would have cracked your egg. I could see that. Oh no, I never filled up my water. I'll have to go do that at some point. Actually, I'm gonna get water because I know what this game does to my throat. And it's not good things. Well, I mean, it is good things, but yeah. Imagine having an egg to crack. Did you just tell me to do a spin? Oh my god, you're so gay. I think my fiance is a big gay. Jupiter is very Memorial Foundation core. Well, she's repressed, so that makes sense. Oh my god. I will do a spin for you when I finish. It feels weird to do that on stream. I love Jupiter a lot, but I love all of them a lot. I'm sure it would be cute. I could pick up the pumpkin again. I'm gonna... I should probably... Do I want to... This conversation is incredibly poorly coded. I will not explain myself now or ever. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm gonna do LT. You sure you don't want me to come? Yeah. Heart. Not even a little though? Mars, you're actually so sweet. You know that. No one is a more perfect hero. But I need to go alone. If the lens can be opened fully, I'm the only one who can do it. If it can't, I'm the only one who can survive it. If we can still justify living in space, this is the only way. Even if it doesn't change how Earth feels about us now, it might help make peace in the future. Even if it doesn't, if I can't do this, I'll never be able to open that gravity well on the moon. I know. Lunaterra is going there to stop you, though. I know she will. I was there too, you know. It's my past in history, too. Got a score to settle. Are you feeling left out? No. I mean, sort of, but it's because... Stop. No, I'm sorry. You're the brightest, most shining. You're making fun of me again. But I'm also praising you. I need to count how many times Pluto good girls someone, because it's gotta be like at least 10. You're honest, and you never fight against what you feel. That's the world we want to be real. I want you to be safe so you can keep being that for us. Mars is soul baby. I love her. I love Fluffy Butch. I love fluffy bushes. Wow. Fluffy butches. Wow, imagine getting good girled. I'm gonna DM Katie and tell her that she needs to good girl you right now. Give you a head pat. Pluto is so good and powerful like that. I like her. What about her then? She's a jerk. We've tried so hard for her and she doesn't care. I love fluffy bushes. That is indeed what she said, Captioner. I did say it by mistake. I can't say it's also inaccurate. It is true. I'm gonna stop talking now. I'll make sure she's safe. Stop worrying. So many botanists in the chat today. Yeah, botany, that's what we're talking about. I'm not worried about her at all. Why is she such an idiot? Why do we keep trying for her sake? I'd go through that much for you. You'd go through it for me. Things you definitely did not have to actually say. Can't fully get into why I relate to Jupiter on a stream, but a lot of it is the touch accomplices, not the repression of it all since you've been out since 5 due to circumstances. Mars! Yeah, that's very fair. The touch stuff is pretty big. The repression is mostly it being a coming out story though, or coming of age story more than anything. But like, I get it. I know. Why do you do so much for her when she's like that? Stubborn and ridiculous. Because we're just like that too. The gate collapses in nostalgia and disaster. The sort of fight you don't need a robot for. The observatory's lens, a single eye staring into space, threatening to blink. From the Academy Gardens, every pilot remembers watching the observatory twitch as it focused on some light years away point, searching. A reminder of the battle for Earth they were eternally preparing for. Not unsettling, but always foreboding. A zero pointed at nowhere. Neither Lunaterra nor Pluto remembers who first called it that. Now, in the trembling of the colony's collapsing gravity well, this deck of the wrecked colony, where Lunaterra and Pluto meet, seems like a moment frozen in time, eternally receding, growing always distant, yet never fading. I knew I'd find you here. I knew it would feel like this. But I'm still here. I have orders. I know, dummy. They tell me everything too. You wouldn't have come if you weren't ordered. I don't know why everyone is expecting I'll be bitter about coming back. I'm not. There's good and bad memories, that's fine. That's fair. I'm older now, and it's that much sweeter thinking about the past from here. It's there, and I'm here. I wouldn't go back. Would you? I like being an adult. I don't mind being the aging ace. I don't need to be a glittering hero. We fought so hard against the existential threat during the Cold War. Whatever they were, trick of the light or not, we did good fighting them. We tried our best. That's the practice kids need. Now we're grown up and can see our own futures and mess them up if we want. I'm way happier to fight now. Fighting has a different meaning now. No matter how bad I am at being alive, I like it now. You're really grown up now. I kinda hate it. I miss pushing you around and when you'd go along with me. Me too. You still have a hard time making a decision that's good for you all by yourself, though. That's why I asked for orders to come here. That's so roundabout. I can't tell if that's a step forward or back. I think it would be worse if everyone else shut the observation gate. So I thought it really would have to be me. A zero pointed nowhere. Do you remember who said that? It's better than the actual name. I don't remember who said it, but I always think of it. I don't remember either. Do we have to do this? You're the one who's here to do it. It could be really easy. You're the one forcing my hand. Closing it is just a formality. It's already broken and it never worked in the first place. Then why were you ordered to do it? The fact you're here means I have to be here. They want any possibility closed. Every possibility closed. That's not harmony. These futures should get to live even if they never came to pass. If trying to make worlds in space is naive, cutting the native sphere off from the universe is just as naive. It's so pathetic and sad. It's even more pointless and sad than human beings fighting each other for no reason. I can't bear it. I won't let it happen. I changed my mind. Let's fight. I'd rather fight than keep talking like this. We're fighting now. This is the sort of fight ship cells were made for. Say something. I can't. I have nothing. Let's fight like we're supposed to. I won't. Don't make me talk. Don't make me fight with you. Don't make me kill your dream. Stop having this dream. Give up on space like the rest of the human race has. Let me close the iris of the observatory. It's because I wanted so much to see what that eye was supposed to see that I can't let you keep looking. That I can't keep looking. That I don't want us to be tortured by that possibility anymore. Oh my god! She really is saying I can't bear to think of something better for myself. This is what I deserve, so please stop trying to find a way out for me. Oh my god, Lunaterra! slaps Lunaterra. You can fit so much trauma in this girl. Slaps Lunaterra. I'm Saturn. Wow, lily coated. Wow, violet coated. Shut up! I know I like traumatized trans women. I get it, okay? I hope she feels as impossible as heartbreaking. It is! It hurts! That we can't lose you. I can feel how scared you are, and how brave, and how much you love. But I'm so mad at you. Why can't you believe like you did before? They brought us up with good intentions and did everything they could. They really did. They really thought we could be better than who we were. The best kind of human beings there could be. They worked us very hard, but they fought for us to be exactly what we wanted to be, because that was human too. Even when it was hard or didn't make sense, they found a way. Even the awful ones really believed. One humanity, every story threaded together, no one left behind. It would be really possible to fix the universe and let humans live forever in space. Childish dreams that everyone wishes could be true. All without understanding such simple things. Even the awful ones really believed. I wonder how they expected they could unite humanity against aliens when they found us so alien. We will always be our own existential threat. Every human understood but them. That but them. No wonder Earth rejected us. The observation deck sees nothing, because the threat is on the other side. We are each other's alien. It was flawed and it wasn't real, but they weren't that stupid. You know they weren't. The whole point was that it wasn't real yet, and it could be. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to make it real. And now they don't anymore. Do you? I mean, really? Do you want to go home too? Why can't you just say yes? I wouldn't mind if you actually wanted it. I'd go with you if you wanted it. But I'm not coming with you if you don't. I'll still fight. Thank you. I'm hoping you win. But if you can't, I will promise this. I won't bring us back to Earth empty-handed. I'll do that if I die. The iris shifts. It still moves somehow, attuned to possibility. Mercurium is looking fit to kill if it wasn't trembling. I'm hoping you win. She really doesn't... Ugh. Thinking about how Saturn wants to be a toy, but Lunaterra thinks she is a toy is just... Ugh. Ugh. Only with Memorial Foundation is a last desperate gambit against everyone being lost to space. It's so normal about Lunaterra. I'm so normal about Lunaterra! Talk so much here and every single bit is painful. Only there is a desperate backup plan to try and save everyone's lives before it's too late. I mean, she knows the whole time that no one's coming back to Earth. That's impossible. But it's less impossible than everything else. So she's gonna do the thing that's the least amount of impossible. God, This colony is a place of unsteady gravity. You're not on sure footing here. I'm back to being helpless again, like I used to be. You can stop me at any time. Prove you're ready to close the eye. I can't. Gotta reject common sense and make the impossible possible. Yeah. I like Saturn. I can't. I don't accept it. But that doesn't mean I won't do it. I don't care if you love me one way or another. She's also notably the pilot with direct personal experience of fighting the real military force of Earth, and with the most personal experience of the gravity and culture of Earth and how it weighed and weighs on her. Yeah, she knows what it's like, and she knows space is better, but she still can't. She can't let everyone just be lost forever. Even Lunaterra, who is the least alien, is still alien. Like, and she knows that almost as much as everyone else. Wow, that sounds so traumatizing. I hope her brain came out okay from all of that. Huh, I hope so. I sure hope it didn't leave her afraid of commitment and, having trouble committing to morals, and yeah, she also knows the threat of death in a way that others don't. That's very true. I don't care if you'll love me one way or the other. It's too much. Space is broken, but I don't want to leave. Earth is terrifying, but I can't go back there alone. I have no loyalty either way. She's the least technically alien, but the most alienated, not part of us and ourselves. Yeah, well, she's not. She's the least alien, but that makes her the most different from everyone else. She is both Earth and space. She is Luna and Terra. Sorry, I feel kind of proud about that one. She's not the Earth and she's not the Moon, she's both. Space is broken, and I don't want to leave. Earth is terrifying, but I can't go back there alone. I have no loyalty either way. No loyalty either way because her only real wish is to be happy with Pluto. She's good when she's happy with Pluto. I'm not strong like you. I just go where gravity takes me. You can hold everyone, but what do I do if I lose you? She wants everyone to be safe. Trans women with martyr complexes. We are going to be okay. It's okay. We don't have to destroy ourselves. Watch me not take my own advice. I'm so good at it. Your heart is full of everyone, but I can't watch you fight for the universe, knowing how little you're thinking of yourself in it. Of course I don't know what to do when fighting for you and fighting your dream are such different things. Martyr complex so hard she's literally constantly bleeding. Watch me not take my own advice, aka the trans woman special. It's so true. It's so true. There's too much to do. Of course I don't know what to do. I don't know what you want me to do. Luna. I'm right here. I'm right here too! I'm talking about myself. It's not my fault. It applies to many people. Didn't show up to be called out loud. I'm calling us all in. We're going to have this. Not here to be nice. I'm here to call people out. I support you in this, Lorelai. What? I can't remember the last time you cried. Oh, no, I can. It was when you said you hated it here in space. And I told you you should go back and I'll come with you. Those were such hard days and you didn't want to keep fighting. It's certainly not like I spent all my time in college ignoring all my needs to take care of my communities. Yeah, and that's why I tried to help a little bit. I didn't do a great job at it, but I tried. I think. But when I said that, you started crying, and I couldn't understand why. It seemed so simple a solution, and everything you wanted, and I got so mad. Then you told me you didn't want to leave if it meant me giving anything up. You didn't want to give anyone else up either. I wasn't expecting it at all. I'm so used to knowing what's on your mind, what's on everyone's mind. I didn't think you could keep something so locked away and hidden. No matter how far my tides can reach, there's some places I can't ever know until you tell me. It was the first time I felt frustrated by that. I'm most angry at you when I can't do what you want, but I guess that's how you feel about me. And how I feel about you. Oh, maybe you're crying again. I can't let you win, but we'll be together until the end, and after. I think a lot of people just talk to Lunaterra as if she's a wet cat. Halimede does it, Pluto does it. Saturn's got other shit going on. There's so much love. Everyone loves Lunaterra. Europa definitely talks to Pluto like, or to Pluto. Europa definitely talks to Lunaterra like she's a wet cat. I can't let you win, but we'll be together until the end, and after. Saturn is a cat with maximum zoomies. Lunaterra is a dog that's been left out in the rain, even if Europa calls her kitten. Lunaterra is like the most dog girls can be kittens. I'm always saying this. This is funny. Europa doesn't even dignify her as being a cat. Lunaterra is a baby cat. Yeah. Dog girls can be kittens. Just ask a third of my Tumblr mutuals. Sometimes a girl can be so animals. Sometimes a bee girl can be so bunny. I've known you for 9 years and can never heard you say that. Hey, Pluto, can I ask you something? Clear up your sector first, and then we can talk. Already did. Really? Are you being honest with me? There's a few stragglers left, but they don't count. Wow. I'm actually impressed. Whatever. Driving back the ships was simple. They were totally easy. Wait, you like bees, Lily? Go to my Twitter so you can see all of the fucking honey I just got this week. Pluto is so mommy to Mars. She's mommy to everyone. She's just grabbing people left and right and being like, I'm going to pamper you and love you because someone has to fucking do it. I'm the one thing that sucks about Twitter going, well, there's a million things about Twitter going down the hellhole, but like, yeah, I posted the video I put in my server. I cropped out or I cut out the noise I made because that was embarrassing. You're drooling watching the honey processing videos. It made you so hungry. That was the best part. You can't do this to me. She's only princess of Cradle's Graces because explicitly and openly naming her mommy of Cradle's Graces would have made Earth immediately try to explode anyone. I'm sorry, but embarrassed Lily is the best part. Well, it's a good thing it's so easy to get me like this then. Can't talk while I'm pouting. Now that I've made it vaguely horny, I'm going to Shabbat's room. Truly, the spirit of Shabbat is with us. Have a good time, Nora. Up harder, nerd. You can't get that much more poofy cheeked. Whatever. Yeah, I was just goofy because I was laughing. You gotta actually say things that make me pout. I mean, that's not an invitation. Don't do that. It's too late. It's gonna happen anyway. Driving back the ships was simple. They were totally easy. Oh, then I'm not impressed anymore. Hey, why? You just said it was no big deal. I would just be patronizing you if I was proud of you for doing something easy. You were impressed just a second ago. Empty praise is bad for you. It's so funny that Nora's like, now that I've made it vaguely horny in here, and like, not knowing that I'm playing the grinder for mech pilots game. It was already horny. She's so mommy. Empty praise is bad for you. Aw, don't sulk. I'm not sulking. It's hard to impress you. That's not true. You impress me a lot. When have I ever? You impressed me the way you tried to way too hard to support girls like me when we were awkward, weird, annoying, and had no idea where we were, or what we were. She's all, I'll only indulge your praise kink when it's appropriate or when I think it's too funny not to. Mars! Oh, that's an embarrassing way to put it, and you weren't those things. I was, and that's why I love you. It's cute when you're overprotective. Oh, speaking of, you impress me by the way you make girls mad at you. I need to see the Saturn-Mars conversations. Like, they have to be so good. I need Saturn and Mars to interact. How is that a compliment? They wouldn't get so mad if you didn't make them care. You're so mean. I'm not joking. I mean, what I admire is the way you make it up after you mess up. You mess up a lot and say sorry a lot and you mean it. After you're different. Not everyone is like that. When you don't change, you still make them when you don't change, you still make them feel worth it? That still feels not great. You fight a lot, but it's never a war. You never scorch earth and you always say you're sorry in the end. Not that everyone can fight like that. You wanted to ask if we were too cavalier about the war the other day, but you really are the only one who keeps it so unserious. You're so serious about making it not serious. Bwomp. Subject: Mars resignation attempt. Pilot personal records for your eyes only. Author: Memorial Foundation Cold War Archives. Mars, we present this to you as a token of your hard work for Memorial Foundation existential safety. Your tireless work for Earth is recognized. The war is ending soon. Do I have to do another tour? The war is ending soon, with your help. Don't you want to see it through? We could not have done this without you. You can end it fine without me. Your help would prevent us from having to worry, would guide many more of your former comrades back home. How much longer? That's the part you're always cagey about. You don't need me, do you? Of course we need you. That's not what I want to hear. Mars resignation attempt also being Mars radicalization moment. Yeah. What do you want to hear? We are, as always, prepared to reward you. But you've never been satisfied. Is that what you wanted to say? What would you like? I just want to go home. If you truly did, you would not have been here in the first place. I already know what you want. As soon as you know too, we're ready to give it to you. Subject, Dr. Nick's assessment. Origin, Memorial Foundation Executive Committee Annual Report. Author, Field Commander Europa. Dr. Nix was always a controversial figure. Her theories were attractive, but there had always been complaints that they had little basis in reality. Yet, by virtue of challenging the nature of reality, her theories had a way of putting it that made you feel as if you were the compromised one. You, the one unable to see things objectively. Given that the nature of the universe is verifiably one that is denied by humans, it's easy to give these particular theories credence. Memorial Foundation, in particular, as the most successful post-war NGO in dealing... They're an NGO?! Amazing. In dealing with existential threats cross-culturally and internationally, was obviously attracted to a possible proactive approach in the Cold War, rather than a reactive one. Oh, you bet they are! That so much is making sense right now. Humans are not yet human enough. An extremely arresting slogan. Truly, who is human enough? Especially that humans already know everything that is necessary to be human. We simply have failed to accurately and completely internalize it. My brain, non-genetically modified. Cross-culturally and internationally, the UN of fucking up queer kids. Yeah. Oh. I would like my brain to be genetically modified. Oh wait, I inject estrogen. I'm good. Especially humans. That humans already know everything that is necessary to be human. We simply have failed to accurately and completely internalize it. Outside of gravity, we will achieve true humanity, rather than advocating a revolution of humanity through technology or biology. Dr. Nix believed that we simply had not created a culture sufficient for the full potential of humanity. In her view, humanity are perfect neurons in a jumbled circuit. By arranging correct human knowledge in the proper order, we could bypass the flaws in our universe. Her insistence on incorporation, rather than rejection, of existentially threatening elements was the fundamental cause of her failure to attract mainstream acceptance of her theories. Dr. Nix decried the narrow-minded individuals who let petty prejudice narrow their conception of what could or should count as human. While in her view, humanity should encompass all that is and all that is not, others believe that the fundamental division was crucial to the definition of humanity. That is, to be something means to not be other things. Trauma time. Trauma time. Becoming stars. The Lagrange colony is an uninhabitable husk, but Cradle's Graces still clings to it. Quite literally. Pluto's dream might collapse under its own weight, or crush Saturn under it. Oh god. Why can't I? Ugh. This one's gonna make me cry, I bet. No, I'm not gonna. The veneer of multiculturalism, the co-opting of mysticism, the focus on liberty. They're the NGO. So true, bestie. Well, the space is really good. I love Pouty Pluto. Pouty Pluto. Blue Pout. We love the pouty girls. I'm a pouty girl. I'm so good at pouting. No, I'm not gonna. Pluto, come on, listen. Don't think I don't see you trying to protect me. It's for your own good. I utterly refuse. Dr. Nix is worried, and for good reason. Only I have a strong enough gravity to pull the colony of ruins out of the Lagrange point and pull it along with us to the moon. So I don't even know why we're having this conversation. The tidal forces would tear you apart, and you'd just get in the way, and I want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. It would be hard enough on your own, but celestial mechanics wants it too. Not to rebuild it or use it to reseed Ares when we win. They'll finish what they started and turn it inside out into something horrible. Some annoying hijacker to do it. I'm not letting you do it alone. How does Mars... I need Mars to talk to Saturn. I need Mars to talk to Saturn. You never let me do anything fun. Oh. It's not fun. This is serious. And why are you always having so much fun? That's not the case whatsoever. I'm doing what needs to be done. Does doing what need to be done refer to your mission assignments or that girl you keep? The mission, I promise. I want to do something that needs to be done. The fact Mars describes Saturn as that annoying hijacker makes me wonder if Saturn sends trolling shitposts to Mars' inbox or something. Yeah! Oh my god, I bet she does. Listen, the puppy boy girls need to, you know, what was the tweet about, Mars sometimes being a puppy? Or, I don't remember. Or, wait, no. It was pronouns. It was Mars using he, him sometimes, and Saturn also using it, but for reasons. Mars is literally just mad Saturn's getting Pluto's attention. Also very fair. Well, I want to see that tweet again. It was funny. I want to do something that needs to be done. You're very strong and very brave, but it's not a time I can just sit around and be protected. We're desperate too now. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Mars, getting my hair scruffed and getting called a good boy ironically by Pluto once in a while is okay. Saturn, boy is a gay word so I can use it and also it's hot. There it is. Don't always with the deep lore. It's a good one to have bookmarked. It's a good tweet. I'm with Saturn on this. Lorelai is one of the most boy is a gay gender, so... One of the most boy is a gay word, and I can use it, people I know. And I love her for this. When you first found Hallie, you dug years back. Well, it's part of the... So much good shit was like 4 legs. The leaving Lunaterra out in the rain one is one of my favorites. We're too desperate now. We need hope too. Pluto, but you can't do everything. Battle in narrative space for each other. It's fine to leave a butch out in the rain, actually. Like, you shouldn't overdo it, but if her hair gets dripping wet and she visibly loses about half her body mass like a wet dog, that's normal, and nobody will blame you. Wet dog, Lunati, it's all connected. I'm connecting 2 dots. You haven't connected shit. I'm connecting it. I'm sure if I check Discord right now, I can find another Hallie tweet that just destroyed me. Oh, General Emissary Halamede, that's me, will be spearheading our new do ask, do tell mandatory disclosure policy on homosexual contact. Stupid. I love her. Battle in narrative space for each other. This is gonna make me cry. Memorial Foundation plays the Dilbert-themed ethics game designed by Lockheed Martin. I saw that today. I didn't want to look too hard because then I would try and figure it out, and I don't need to spend any brain power doing anything for Lockheed Martin. I graduated college and said I'm not going to work for a defense contractor. Unfortunately, most of the people hiring engineers are defense contractors. So I've talked about this before. I just cut out like a ton of a hiring pool, but I think that sticking to like that is really important to me, and I would not fucking do that for a second. I already worked for a company that made chips for weapons, and it was miserable. It was, well, okay. Working there was fine. The way people talked about, yeah, they used some of our stuff in missiles. Just like, oh, it was like, I was literally just like, okay, can I work here and also somehow sabotage this for in some way? But no, of course not. God, I wanted to though. Hearing that just made me go, do I want to really be here? And yeah, no, sometimes having principles makes it. Look, I am a trans woman. It's hard enough for me to get a job. I'm very bad at getting hired by people. I also am like one of the like, I am able to be stealth, and I use that to my advantage, and I still don't get hired for anything. So like, you know, it sucks. Anyway, that's why I make alcohol and honey for a living. I'm just a farmer. I know you hate Earth, but not everything is awful there. I met a trans kid last night, raised entirely on Earth by liberals, incrementalists. Unfortunately, she had already at the tender age of 6th grade been exposed to some awful stuff out there. She asked me a question and replied with these nuts. Crass, maybe, but demonstrative care and non-sexual love the next generation will have for their bodies. Halamid is a victim to Updog. She's gonna get a fucking memorial to getting owned by Updog so many times. Alamida's out here taking bullets, but the bullets are called These Nuts and Updog and Slugma. And Ligma. Alamida's a Ligma survivor. She really is so easy to bully. I'm sorry. Saturn rushes in because Pluto is ready for this kind of fight. This is not what I'm expecting. Like, you're kidding, right? No, Pluto isn't joking. The farthest thing. The swirl of cosmic nebula dust that completely obscures the colony in Pluto's warm embrace is no punchline. And only insofar as it is true that Pluto is so strong it's funny. Well, you got a sandwich. What's on it besides turkey? What kind of bread are you using? My boss was like, hey, you want some bread? They give me extra bread, and my wife isn't here this weekend, so I'm probably not gonna eat it. So I have a loaf of turkey and cheese. I have a loaf of poppy seed rye sourdough, I believe. And it's really good. I had some for lunch. It's so tasty. We have a really nice artisanal like bread bakery here. They are very popular, and they get swarmed at the farmers market. But they make really good bread. They make really good chocolate croissants too. And cookies. They make ginger molasses cookies. They're delicious. And you get like 3 of them. They're like this big. They've got like sugar on top, but like the bigger sugar crystals. Make sure to play Holding It for Halloween after this run. What is Holding It for Halloween? I'm just getting a tweet. Not sure it's Googleable. That makes sense. Why do I have 6 notifications? Oh, someone tagged me in something. The bakers of the Amish market have the big the sugar crystal cookies. Yeah, they're good. They're really tasty. Lorelai, come to the farmer's market. Rye was domesticated by accident in the process of trying to eliminate it as a weed. Oh, that's so cool that the examples of rye that were least like wheat and barley got eliminated. You can link to the web version later. Okay, yeah. Nightbot's gonna block it, but I'll approve it. I want a Lorelai to come hang out with us. No, Pluto isn't joking. Joking? Pluto isn't jopping. She's not jumping, she's not popping. No, Pluto isn't joking. The farthest thing. The swirl of cosmic nebula dust that completely obscures the colony in Pluto's warm embrace is no punchline. Only insofar as it is true that Pluto is so strong it's funny. It's joke! Pluto is not apologizing for party joking. Party joking. It's party rock is. The colony no longer resembles Earth. Now it's a gas giant, or maybe a star waiting to be born. Whatever the case, even though it's certainly much too late to do anything about it, there's an invitation from inside. Just come try. You must think I'm really dumb. It's Party Rock is 200% a Saturn-Mercury combo. Yeah. Or you must have a lot of faith in me. In which case you're really dumb. You're really dumb. Power? I think your Jordans are fake. No, they're not, dummy. It could be Saturn's perfect opportunity. Someone needs to draw Saturn and Lunaterra like that. Or Saturn and Mercury. Saturn, I think your Jordans are fake. That power comic is so funny to me. I think about it a lot. I need to... apparently things are happening in Chainsaw Man. I need to see my daughter Asa. She's good. It could be Saturn's perfect opportunity, if she plays her cards right. Pluto's putting everything she has and more into just attempting to move the colony. If Saturn can find her, she'll be helpless. Maybe when you finish Dun Meshi, you'll catch up. I love Dungeon Meshi. I love... Wait, Lorelai, which chapter are you on at this point? And how am I supposed to do that with you filling up the whole universe? Your story is everywhere, pulling at everything. How am I supposed to compete with gravity so strong, even the narrative of space-time is bending? Like 4 or 5. You've met Senshi already, right? Is that the... That's the walking mushrooms, right? Or is that already the mandrakes? I literally want to send Lorelai all of the... Well, Zia's gonna see them, but the, like... All of the time she, like, draws... all of her, like, drawing exercises. Oh, the cooking oil one! That was good. Yeah, I like how, Chill Shock, it's just like, don't fucking do that, you'll die, idiot! And it's like, no, I won't. I'm fine. How do you know it's cooking oil? But the little drawing exercises she does are phenomenal. I am so fucking everyone should go follow me on Tumblr at Ophiuka. It's just this minus the princess. .tumblr.com. My Tumblr is good. There's good things on there. I talk about tabletop games and I post about I post about how much I love Marcille because she's such a fucking piece of dork. Follow my Tumblr because Twitter is dying. You can also follow my Twitter because I sometimes tweet. Yeah, what if they swapped what, the thing you tagged Never Legion today or yesterday made me giggle because it's 100% them. Yes! Oh, I'm so glad you saw that. I wasn't sure if you would or not. I love Wet Beast Marcille. I've been reading Freden. Or I've gone over this, I'm bad at this, but I'm bad at German. But I like dumbass elves who are like kind of weird. And also, well, Dungeon Mishy spoilers, so I won't say it. But I am a Marcille warrior. I'll fight for my Phil Queen. Oh, hi there, Saturn. Are you just passing through? I love Never Legion. Hi. Hey, Pluto. Fancy meeting you here. How'd you know it was me? I also put something on Tumblr today about about Matrix. I don't know if you saw that. The ideal GM player dynamic is when one side says, here's some problems I caused, and the other says, thank you so much, I will make these worse, back and forth forever. That's us! Weird to find you in the middle of an inconceivable cosmic cloud only you would create. I know, what a coincidence. I've been sort of ordered to fire on anyone in it, though. I think this might make things awkward if you try and get closer. You could at least pretend to be a little afraid of me. That's you and literally whichever one of you unfortunate souls is GMing. I love it! Yeah, weird to find you in the middle of an inconceivable cosmic cloud only you could create. It's good. I love these two. They have a good dynamic. am, just a little, but even if I should be, I'm glad to see you. I hope it's not a lie. On either part. No, it isn't. I know you're dangerous and very special, and you wouldn't be here if you couldn't stop me. Tabletop games can be won, and I'm sure it's fuck the person who will win. As far as I'm concerned, Matrix won, Legion won, Nova won. A cutesy little. Imagine seeing you here. Hi, how are you? You wanna fight? You wanna make out? They're just doing a dance and being cute. They're just flirting. They're flirting. No, it isn't. I know you're dangerous and very special, and you wouldn't be here if you couldn't stop me. Even if you were not quite ready for how hard that'll be. I'm very impressed that you didn't decide to sneak up on me while I was thinking, though. Would have been a good chance. Oh, you having second thoughts? It's wild how normal their relationship is. Well, they're like... It's the same reason their scenes make me cry. It's because they're the same flavor of fucked up, and they're like, hey, can we talk about the shit we went through? And honestly, I feel like the only reason Saturn's not with Cradle's Graces is, like, one, the grooming, two, like, she was too young to, like, be part of the group that split, and three, like, she wants to be... She wants what Celestial Mechanics wants. Like, I don't think it's that hard to sway her, even. But, like... She wants to be more than human. Or less than human? It's all kind of the same. I was hoping I could convince you to destroy this place with me. You're impossible! It's adorable. You're incorrigible. I like it a lot, actually. I even envy it a little. Oh. Thank you. I was just being difficult. Which is very charming of me. She's on the side of the alien. She'll always advocate for that. Yeah. That's... yeah. I mean... But I was half serious, too. No, never. I was almost tempted, though. I don't know what your memories of this place are like. They're bad and good, right? Always a little worse than better? And it's the same for me, but this place was still precious for me. It was the seed of life once, and maybe it can bloom again, so I'm going to protect it. Oh, that reminds me. What are you here for? Do you mind if I ask a personal question? What are you trying to do with it? I'm going to not destroy it. Oh, phew. That's what I was worried about. I really know when I'm beat, so I'll just be... Hey, stop right there! What? I was just trying to banter. You tried to shoot me. That's dangerous. I didn't. You were thinking about it. Oh my god, narrative power against narrative power. Of course. Well, she was. More like Saturn was trying to get a bead on Pluto. The string of pearls tides ripple through Pluto's nebula cloud, hoping there's something it can find eventually. It's not like Pluto is hiding. She's just everywhere, and it's hard to tell where she ends and begins. These two and their little pout-off. I need to have a pout-off with someone. I'm going to go pout at my wife, and she'll pout back at me, and one of us will win, I guess. Are Aren't you thinking about shooting me too? You're the one with the advantage on visibility. I'm just sitting here and I can't find you in that cloud. Oh, you're totally right. Your super weapon of Kratos' graces. Are you actually a little naive? I gave you the benefit of the doubt. Was that wrong? Saturn is perpetually going inside, and that's so relatable of her. Yeah. I'll puff your cheeks together and we'll both laugh. Yeah, that's how you win. Obviously. Sorry, I've never learned to be on my guard. There's no need to be when I can tell what people are thinking and nothing can touch me. If it really actually worked like that, you'd absolutely never trust anyone ever. No, I trust everyone. I can always trust people to do what they always do. Pluto like, I love you and trust you, and Saturn's just like, why? Because... Same. Not to be big mood, but big mood. We can't trust ourselves, so we have to trust each other. But we don't understand why we trust each other. We still do it. It's just a stupid loop of us being doofuses, and I love us. Do you think you can trust someone to surprise you? Can you trust them to do something you wouldn't even think of? It's when they surprise me I'm the happiest at all. That's when I really feel we're not doomed, set in stone, always making the same mistakes. I'm being stupid and following my heart, just like you. You're going to have to do better than shoot at me if you want to surprise me. There are other ways to fight. You're better at that than me. I think you can surprise me. Is that what you want? On Earth, our souls are weighed down by gravity. At the same time, gravity holds us together, tells us who we are, good things and bad. The Earth's gravity is strong because it's all of us together. Forces that would be insignificant on their own are powerful enough to make a planet when we hold it together. That's why we're much stronger on Earth. Even the weakest human has that sacred light of the soul and its many powers. To forbid direct contact with the soul, to wield the arts and sciences in shaping existence, to be many and also one. In space, our gravity is weak. Without the constant pressure of tidal reactors, our souls would dissipate, dissolve, the way that water, at high enough altitudes, will evaporate off a pilot's tongue without atmospheric pressure to remind it to be water. I'm getting a little roady. Off drop hours. Oh, honey flavor. Stories bleed into each other easily, and our shapes don't hold steady. The fragility of our ships couldn't survive a moment on Earth. In space, there are things we could never do on Earth. With our heaviness, we could never be so tender. Okay, I get it. Let's pick up from earlier, but fight in the way only pilots can fight. In the way only us close to the edge of being human can fight. That isn't fighting at all. You feel the same way, Pluto? You are listening, right? Honey flavor on brand, I see. Wait, let me... Ugh. This is my honey. The one jar of like 800. Well, we haven't poured the rest yet, but This is my honey from my bees. There's like an entire bucket full of it. There's so much honey. It's really tasty though. And it's just like so nice to have honey that's mine, I guess. This is gonna just hang out here. They were busy little bees. They were. Shout out to the Italian. Make good honey. Even if they're slightly invasive. I should stretch. Give the people what they want. I don't know if my shoulder crunching will get on the mic, but... You feel the same way, Pluto? You are listening, right? I was going to tell you I don't have time to play today, but it sounds like you... you know I still want to anyway. Honey that you extracted from the surplus value of the worker bees. Listen, they get more honey than I do. They have 80 pounds of it. They have so much. A full box of deep, completely filled in with honey frames is 80 pounds. It's ridiculous how heavy honey is, actually. Like, a full frame will be like 15 pounds, or not 15 pounds, jeez, that's like 5 or so? No, that's not right. Like 3, it's like 3 pounds. That's because water is heavy. They even take out most of the water. Yeah, honey is really dense. But I love it, I'm obsessed with it. Anyway, we have 4 different containers of honey in various sizes. This is the big one. But we have a lot of honey. But it's because I like honey. Because I'm a bee girl. I was going to tell you I don't have time to play today, but it sounds like you know I still want to anyway. That's going to make it harder to convince you to leave me alone and let me do this. Whoops, clicked off the screen. You are here to play, right? No convincing me. I can pick up on the subtext. Blame it on the wicked celestial mechanics pilot who bothered you and didn't let you get any work done. The thing is, it's fun. More fun than hacking. To bleed, corrode, seep into the mist. Saturn can feel every particle, and the celestial physics that make them move. It's swelling orchestration. Pluto is conducting something beautiful, something overwhelming. Its equations are hints and patterns to how Pluto thinks to where she might be. It's simple to trace back, easier than hacking too. Space is boring, space is empty, space is broken. Space will never give us everything we want. Space is a hope that we want to make real that what we want to make real might already be out there. Just reach out in space and time and we can almost touch it. Space is just a means to an end, but for a moment, Saturn is overwhelmed with how beautiful even the boring, dead, empty space can be. Even just the way the dust moves around. That's when Saturn realizes she's lost. She went in to tear open the story, twist it around, and instead, she got so lost and happy in it, she didn't even notice the clouds swirling around her, the cosmic dust covering her, Pluto holding her tenderly. This track's really pretty and it makes you feel something? Yes! Good. It is a lovely little encapsulation of sci-fi as a genre. I'm glad it's making you feel something. It's really good. Pulled into the atmosphere of the colony, they orbit gently. Saturn has no reason to fight. It doesn't even feel like she lost. It feels like she won something special. She gets head pats. Okay. Okay, Saturn. Open your cockpit. What? Why? Because I trust you. Do you trust me? I do. The same way you trust me. No, I trust you way dumber than I trust me. Wait, Saturn realizing she's too fucking gay to be bratty at this moment. Yeah. No, I trust you way dumber than you trust me. You're so amazing, and so much more amazing because you believe in something like being human. It sounds soft and cloudy and gently lovey. That's Pluto! You pour your everything into something that won't pay off. That makes me mad, but then sometimes I think it might work. Saturn's cockpit opens. Naked guts, exposed circuits. Prone Macula's thumb presses against Saturn in the distended cockpit, exploring. Sorry, it's about to get horny in here. I think I have COVID. Oh no. We're really hooked in good there. Why would you ever do such a thing to yourself? The distended is doing some heavy lifting. Uh-huh. Pluto seeing Saturn's creepy physical interface. You don't have to answer. I understand. Your cheek feels human and soft. Oh, wow. Suddenly, I don't feel like moving the colony much. Maybe not destroyed any more than it was before. Before will be good enough. The little you don't have to answer, I understand. Yeah. Why am I doing this? I need to get back to my post. But you look so nice like this. I want to get closer. Is that okay? No, I guess I shouldn't. Wow, that's so... I'm normal, 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 I'm normal. The shoulder freckles! God, Saturn looks so tired. Oh my god. How is this hornier than her straddling Lunaterra? It's the faces. Wow, that's so... What a brazen move. Okay. Okay. Maybe you really win this time. Maybe not hornier, but just as horny. It's January 30th, 1981, and the day is almost here. Pluto looks very huggable. Agreed. The deadline to save everyone who came up to space with us, fought with us, tried to bring everyone up with us. If we shut down the lunar gravity well, there won't be any choice left. The power that keeps our shift selves in check will fall apart, and we won't have anywhere else to go but home. If we kill the dream, no one will die. We really, really hope that's true. No one should die in space. No one should die, period. No one has to die, because ship self-combat is shimmering missiles of light, cosmic explosions, electricity that sears through the soul. Blade science is impossible for a human to produce. Dances of combat without end. Fight against each other with fight against ideas with toys. Humans would never show that sort of compassion with each other. HRT bringing your freckles back is one of the best parts. Oh, that's so cute. That is cute. Freckles are really good. I have some, but not like a lot. I would assume it's part of it, like doing skin stuff. Like maybe shrinking pores a little bit so freckles show a little better. I don't know. The things HRT can do are just like wild to me. Like, it's incredible how powerful it is. You don't remember having freckles in your 20s? It's confirmed that HRT makes you cute. HRT literally makes you hotter. This is a fact of life. Earth's answer is a single atomic particle fired at near light speed directly into the cockpit core. A true weapon, unavoidable from a military force. The quickest, most efficient, instantaneous, unavoidable way to kill a human. The most boring possible way to pointlessly die. No drama, no meaning, just nothing. HRT usually makes people colder. Lorelai, you got the normal effect. I am always toasty. It sucks. I overheat so easily. I'm just a little tiny gal. But I have no temperature regulation. I think it's partially because I have really bad circulation. But, you know, doesn't help. It's also, like, I overheat in, like, 73. Estrogen making non-visible freckles more pigmented. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Yeah, we are all bad at regulating body temperature. Homeostasis? More like homostasis. My temperature stays the same. That's really cool, the UV camera thing. I'm gonna look up stuff at that, like that, once I'm done. I also like cold and overheat so fucking easy. Like, okay, I work outside. I have this stupid tan. It's a fine tan, but like, it's silly. It's not as silly as when I got a sandal tan, but 70-degree weather is too much when I'm working. I get hot so easily. Well, okay, no, it's more that I was in direct sunlight and everything, but like, it was too warm this week. You do have a glove tan, it's really cute. It's January 30, 1981. In the end, they might just get everything they want in the way no one wants. If we open up the lunar gravity well, then we can establish forever another Earth. And maybe another. If we can inhabit the whole system, that will cut humanity into two and more. The distance will be so much further. Everything we have will be even farther from them. How much are we going to lose? How much will we never be able to give to them? Driving in the car, getting a tan from your shorts. Yeah. I don't wear shorts enough because I can't wear them when I'm working, or I will get my legs will get even more fucked up than they already are. They're so covered in bruises. But God, I want to wear shorts more. I hope over the winter I can get a job where I can like wear more different clothes. Because I only have so many pants. The moon is very close to being part of Earth. It's full of life and humans can live here now. It feels impossible and I don't want to give it up. We should break it off forever, shouldn't we? All I want is to stitch these two humanities together. But if one of us dies as a result, I will fight forever to keep that precious thing alive. It's January 30th, 1981. They don't name it because naming it gives it power, but not naming it gives it more. It must be in every corner, behind every door, far, far away in the spaces between stars. It is defined and categorized in every human culture and is deliberately omitted from explicit naming conventions by Memorial Foundation in favor of a euphemism less captivating to the imagination, such as existential threat, rather than a specific word that would stimulate the imagination. But a trick like this will not work. In the euphemism is a hollow void that can hold all fears and all possibilities. Through gravity, humans decide what is real and what is not. But what is not does not stop existing. And it, like humans, can decide. It's the kiss of inverse. Everything that humans can imagine but can't become. The shortcut to attaining it is to forsake everything that humans already are. If a bunch of idiots get tricked into going there, it would make a very convenient enemy for Earth. That's their real fear. Before that happens, I'll tell you a little secret. I'll tell you a little secret. Ready? I love Saturn! Horrible gremlin brat being a massive theory nerd. It's great. I'm so sorry, everyone. I tried so hard to keep those memories of when we were in the academy, and space seemed so innocent and full of possibility. All I have left is scraps, but I hope that's enough. Report received. Awaiting new directives. Tell everyone. On the moon, the border between Earth and space, we have struck a deal with celestial mechanics to open up the gravity well. To give us a fighting chance at making the dream real. Everyone, take your time. Together, our gravity, our love, can be as heavy as the world. Tell everyone it's time for us to head back to Earth's cradle, so we can say our last goodbyes. Ready for launch. Hey, Mars? You're still really mad at Lunaterra, right? I will fight her the next time I even see her. So, why don't you? Why don't you fight her? I have my hands full. She's probably avoiding me. She's sneaky. You can never find her unless she wants it. But I fought her plenty already. Oh. Whoops. See, she wants to see you. This is why I'm worried. I don't like her sneaking around you. Pluto's being mean again. Are you really worried? Or are you super jealous? Both. I mean, no, I meant to type no. Mars! I've told you before, you should be a main character, right? You're so straightforward, you ought to be the real hero. Hold on, I need to go sit down and cry forever. Pluto! You can't just say that as an offhanded statement. Oh. Mars is so shonen. It's true. I love her. Pluto's lampshading this poor girl. Yeah. Well, no, I mean, like, Pluto knows the narrative. He can read the narrative. And Saturn can too, and I don't know how that is, if as much, but like, does Pluto know she's in a video game? Ugh. Ugh, I'm getting sore. Ugh. I meant to type no. Of course, sweetie. You just want to protect me from the big, bad, insufferable, meanie Lunatera. Pluto's root as being the weirdo psychic girlfriend of the main character. Do we see... Oh my god, I almost saw it. Like, intentionally. Yeah, it's good. Do we see Mars's mech? I almost said Mars's Aster. I'm so brain poisoned in a good way. Armor stir. I need to do some planning. I've only made 3 NPCs, and one of them is a downtime NPC. If... Oh wow, we don't see it and we don't even have a name for it. That's a shame. I bet it's cool. No to her mech. Okay. What's so great about someone who's stuck up all the time? She has always treated me really kindly. And not so kindly. I felt... And not so kindly I felt weird or fragile or frustrated. Oh my god, my voice. In fact, she really thought I was annoying at first. Even still, she was patient. She was mean. She was sad and jealous. Jealous I had things so nice and so much sooner than she did. But because of that, she was also very tender and understood so much even before I did. Worst Girls also remarks that Pluto's route, in part, is about being the hero's mysterious psychic girlfriend. Good. I couldn't have without her. I don't think we would have melted that angsty shell of hers without the both of us. She doesn't feel very melted felt melted to me. And she hasn't come around to show me otherwise. Oh, are you expecting her to come around to you? I mean, well, anyway, she should be the one who comes back. Pluto sees herself... Yeah, it's so fitting because Pluto sees herself as incapable of being a main character. She's so important and she doesn't... It's not that she doesn't want to be, it's she can't see herself being that important. She's just like me. Oh, Mars, if you want to see her so bad, you need to put in some effort too. Why, what should I when she betrayed us? One of you two has to stop being stubborn or you'll never make up. Subject: Academy Director interviews. Origin: Declassified Archives. Author: Memorial Foundation Executive Committee. Please do have a seat. The committee has enjoyed reading your resume. The committee has deeply enjoyed these fascinating criticisms of the Newtonian Jungian model of physics. It certainly does feel revolutionary. This committee would like to pause to acknowledge how the candidate's work has met and exceeded the desired qualifications. And, without diminishing the accomplishments of the candidate, the committee would like to express that its interest is more piqued by the candidate's interpretation of the existential threat. And the committee would invite the candidate to elaborate more on the implications this would have for managing cultural and colonization efforts in an administrative role within the Memorial Foundation space program, if the candidate would. The committee hopes the candidate will elaborate on the nature of what an educational program would entail. The committee should please stop referring to the self-referencing that the committee is repeatedly making. The committee is especially interested in the assertion of radical cultural advancement made possible without the risk of existential contamination. The committee is intrigued by the refutations of the so-called scapegoat proposal by the program's current director on technical and theoretical grounds, as opposed to the usual ethical ones. And the committee invites your comment as to the end of the future of culture in space. Is that about Iapetus? Or is it about Nyx? Subject: Pilot Program 1. Pilot Program Educational Records. Author: Metacultural and Gravitational Research Chair, Nyx. Love that Nyx is like, well, we'll set aside your politics suck, but they don't even fucking work. Yeah. Of course the kids wanted to live in space. Obviously, what could be more dreamlike and fun? I never thought that I would spend time with children who wanted to be here again. In the Summer Scout program, I taught the unwanted children of unwanted places. You know what that work is like. Then they gave me work that would take the unwanted to a place far, far away from here. Of course, not for their sake. In the Summer Scouts, they gave the worst kind of work for the kids least suited for it, only to spare those more wanted from it. Memorial Foundation asked us to take those unwanted kids away from Earth so we could make it safe for the wanted ones. Scapegoat proposal is yep, it is. This is definitely about Nyx's alternative of, hey, maybe we try being radically inclusive and supportive instead. We know the devil reference. I was gonna say, now I'm imagining Saturn and Pluto at camp and Lunaterra is a counselor in training or something. That's a duty I was ready for. We would have to fight a long and difficult war to make space safe, but for that time, all of us, unwanted children and unwanted adults, would have something special that no one on Earth had. To answer your question then, I didn't have a plan from the start. I've always been very loyal. It happened over time, but it happened much more quickly than I ever thought. It wasn't such a far-off dream. We believed in the Academy students and were patient with them and gave them an environmentally, physically, culturally, gravitationally as free from Earth's gravity as we could realistically grant them. They knew what to do so much better than we did. Pluto, more than any other student, because Pluto had so much to change. If she and her power fascinate you so much, you should remember the only reason she has it at all is because she was free from you. As they grew up, they made space the future we were dreaming of. And before I knew it, I couldn't think of a single reason why we should give space back to you. And then you went and said you didn't even want it anymore. Dr. Nyx's radicalization. Oh, okay. Give me the moon. It's time to move to the future, peacefully or painfully. No factions, no dreams. Just two girls lost and entwined in the warm summer of the moon's day. What are you doing here, Pluto? There's no mission. Are you going out? Just for a little while. Did you want to stop me? No, I'm getting a little better at not worrying about you. Even though you are? I'm trying, okay? Nyx is worried, isn't she? If you want to slip out for a minute, she'll be mad. I know. Especially if it's to see Lunaterra. I keep not being her perfect girl. She always thought Lunaterra was a bad influence. She's not wrong. I just want to try one more time. To bring her back? What if she takes you instead? Maybe that could happen too. Don't say that. I wouldn't mind. Maybe I don't want her to be the one to lead anymore. Mars. Why is everyone so obsessed with me? Why does everyone want to save me? Why isn't anyone strong enough to actually do it? Why do they think I'm strong enough to pull them up instead? I'm nobody. You don't have to be strong. That's a lie. Of course I have to be strong. Who else is going to pull me up? Even you don't know how. I don't have any talent. I don't have any skill. I just never said no. I can't. That's too much. I don't know how. Pluto with the trans top blows. I'm not even a top, and this is me. Just couldn't ever say the words. So I just kept doing it, even though... Hey. It's also murder woes. Okay, well, time for me to go leave. The thing I like about doing these streams, doing Worst Girl streams, is like, I love getting to just be vulnerable in a fun way that mirrors the game. It's nice. It makes it fun. You can't leave, the game's not finished yet, you're stuck here. That's okay. It's not. Okay, it's not okay, it hurts, it's bad. You suck at making me feel better. Excuse me. I love you. Me too. Come on, go. Fight until we love each other. Oh, this is gonna make me cry. On the far side of the moon, there's still some part of the dead, empty, cratered Luna left. As the terraforming engines sweep in, they turn Earth's satellite to another part of Earth. Until that time comes, this place is free of Earth's pull. A place still perfect for a quiet moment to happen. In an empty clearing surrounded by weight and life. It's the perfect place for them to fight like ships do. The fighting that ships do, not the fighting that people do. These games have a way of making you talk about stuff I otherwise wouldn't. It's just like it's part of the game almost, honestly. Like watching it as a group and experiencing it as a group. Just like they're being vulnerable, it makes you want to be vulnerable, and talking about people being vulnerable and being vulnerable with people is just nice. I don't know, it just adds to this game in a really fun way. Even just like with We Know the Devil and talking about coming out experiences and stuff. It's just powerful and good, and I love when games do stuff like this. It's nice. It's really nice. In the naked sunlight and nothing else, Pluto looks so beautiful, spinning tiny galaxies with Macula, the way she was always meant to. Of all the prototypes she piloted over the years, none suited her like this. From the awkward and embarrassing creature she used to be, to the woman who promised Earth there could be a new type of human. No longer the priceless tool of selfish adults, the pawn of space's dreamers, the princess who can remake her body out of tidal forces and stardust. She's just Pluto. In the naked sunlight and nothing else, even in this warm and wounded ship, Lunaterra shines like she always has, even with the hurt she has. One way or another, someday or another, every girl bleeds. And her Mercurium suffers alongside her. The drip of her wound spins like a red constellation in 0G. She's rusted, but some parts of her will never rust. One way or another, some day or another, every girl bleeds. It's good! The perfect mix of esoteric and metaphor with very real and very grounded relationship dynamics and archetypal narrative. Yeah, it's great. I want to play more games like this because it's so fun. The two of them have fought so much, so this shouldn't be a fight. With nothing and no one else to think about, there's no reason to fight. In the naked sunlight, for once, don't fight. Instead of fighting like people do, fight like ships do. Fight like plastic toys do. Fight like you don't have a body, like you don't hate your body. Fight your way into a new body. Fight like we used to, without trying to win. Fight like we did a long time ago when they were training us to fight and all we wanted to do was play. Fight like we did when we didn't have any other way of touching each other. Oh! When all we had were lasers and light, tides and time to say what we wanted to say to each other. I'm not going to go easy. You better not. Since we're not fighting, I really don't want you to hold back. Lunaterra knows a thing or two about fighting in space. Lunaterra wrote the book. It's kind of a predictable story. So Lunaterra makes sure her enemies get sunk. You know this trick, don't you? You've seen a Lunaterra pull it so many times. Fire off something to test the waters. Lead the target until they walk right into the shot. You can play that game forever until they make the first move. Don't let them make that move until you know they won't be expecting what you do next. Not even really the type of sentiment that usually gets to you, but the context makes it much more... Yeah. I don't know, like... I don't buy womanhood as suffering narratives, because that's stupid. But, like... So much of living in a misogynistic society that asks you to give yourself, like, people can bleed in ways that aren't physical, and, you know, usually that it happens more often than it isn't. There's just a lot of pressure to give and be, and yeah. Don't let them make that move until you know they won't be expecting what you do next. What you do next can be anything, as long as it's what they're not going to see coming. After you do it, disengage, like passing a secret. You know this one really well. The message in a bottle slipped between the bullets of hard light. She was the person who taught you how to blow a kiss, but Pluto is the one who learned how to make out. Her ship's so big it makes Lunaterra look like a toy, but Pluto is even bigger than that. You have to measure in density, not mass. Then you'll understand. Pluto is the center. Lunaterra revolves around Pluto, like she always has. Lunaterra is too close when she tries to pull back from Pluto, and too far when she's trying to close in. She's on a leash that extends through space-time however Pluto wants. Lunaterra's gravity is the tug that makes the tides go in and out. 2 lines about blow kiss versus learn how to make out tells so much of their dynamic. It does. Like... Oh, I love Lunaterra! I love all these girls! Pluto's gravity is strong enough to turn Lunaterra into a new shape. Lunaterra didn't invent this, but she loves to struggle through it. She loves to see what she can do, how close she can come. And she comes in so fast. Does so well, but goes too far when Pluto isn't expecting. It's too fast. Way too fast. Pluto's more off guard than Lunaterra expects. Lunaterra's moon of the spear crescents right into Pluto's chest. Lunaterra wants to scream, but she doesn't say anything. It feels deep enough to be scary, and Lunaterra only meant to nick her. What's wrong? Lunaterra with the initiation of affection, but keeping her distance, and Pluto just diving all in. Yeah. It's so interesting that in the Cradle's Graces version of this, Lunaterra doesn't want to fight. Pluto deliberately baiting Lunaterra into full penetration. Pluto is short for pumpkin. Symbolism, metaphor. I can't do the pumpkin. I'm sorry. I need to stop it with that. People are gonna kill me on Twitter. What was I talking about? What's wrong? Oh, I love how in the Memorial Foundation version of this, they just destroy each other. Which is, like, so interesting compared to this, where they're, like, Lunaterra's clearly holding back. We were having so much fun and you look so scared. Why didn't you block it? Luna, I'm fine, see? You can't hurt me that easy. You're not that strong. I'll always be alright. Oh. Oh, you're mixing it up? Okay. They walk out and make... Oh, I'm mixing it up with Aries. Okay, thank you. It's been a couple of weeks. Never mind. Pluto plucks Lunaterra off by the forearm, gently, with 2 fingers. Like detaching a kitten. See? See? Or a bug. The way Chronmacula is gripping Macrisium's wrist, like Pluto's in control here. It's the other hand on her neck that's just like, ooh. Sorry to scare you like that. But you lied. You said you weren't going to hold back. Pluto can seize Lunaterra by both wrists, and she does just that. And Lunaterra is quite awestruck by how safe and helpless she feels. The gravity pulling at her from Pluto is gentle but firm. Fighting ship to ship is the only time Lunaterra doesn't feel naked, but... Fighting ship to ship is the only time she doesn't feel naked. Now she finally feels naked there too. It's not so bad though. Sometimes you just have to let an animal bite you before it can feel safe. That's a thing you said once. Wow. LT, are you okay? See, I'm learning. I've learned so much. I was... when I... Pluto pumpkin costume this year. Is that real? Pumpkin no, devil yes. Yeah. The devil costume is good. Called out face to amused accepting. I was talking about Mars. When I said that, I was talking about Mars. And you're just like her. Are you really okay? I really didn't mean to scare you like that. But Luna T, you're always overestimating how capable you are of hurting me. It's fine. I was the one who was dumb. I thought I could scare you, and you were way too smart for it. Sorry, I'm still obsessed with Bear Saturn. I'm very normal about Bear Saturn. She has good shoulders. I thought I could scare you, and you were way too smart for it. You did that on purpose, though? You really are amazing. Scary, right? Just like you said. You could be like that too, though. There's still stuff you could learn from me. Want to be the one to teach me, then? I'd love to. Here, I'm holding you. Can you feel this? I'm trying. You don't have to try. It shouldn't feel like you're trying. It's either easy or it's nothing. You know, it's harder for me to take it easy than try hard. That's why you're so amazing. I'm so lazy I never want to work ever. I'm always looking for the easiest way to do things. That's not true. It is. And why are you so good at everything? I'm not. You are. I'm not, but I can't make you see it, no matter how hard I try. I guess I should give up on trying to make you dislike me. Sorry, you can't win against me. You really are such a sore winner. Now I know how Mars feels. There's a beautiful Chronmacula Mercurcium art. Oh, you mean, hold on. This one? It's real good. Yeah. No, I saw it. Oh no! How mode? Okay. So I have to take off my glasses for 2 minutes and try and survive. It's time. Oh no. Okay. 2 minutes. Let's see how bad I can read. Oh god. I can't see anything. Ugh. No, I literally cannot read this. My eyes are so bad. Oh no. Okay. That's right, I'm totally insufferable. I'm glad at least someone knows. This is awful, by the way. I'm so upset. Literally, well, shit. She fucking puts the costume on. Oh my god. Oh, please be sure. I noticed too. Excuse me, of course. You don't care. Of course I care. I love you. Can you feel it now? I have to have chat up here so I can actually read it. I really don't think I would, but I do. Tell me what it feels like. No, tell me what it feels like. It feels like you're holding me? What is it like when I hold you? I don't know. Am I imagining it? But I can't be. It still feels like... This is really not supposed to be used for visual novels. It still feels like metal. I don't think it would. But it also feels tender. Exactly like it would if you held me on Earth. This is why I'm not as strong as you. I really thought we were never going to get the chance to touch. I don't know I could stand it. Torturing her. Wow, that was it. That was 2 minutes already. Sheesh. No, it's fine. It's short. It's only 2 minutes. So it's actually not as bad for a visual novel because it takes me so long to read. And it's once per stream, I think. Or I gave it like an hour-long cooldown. Literally your plan because I can't read without my glasses. I can't! It's true! I can't. Okay, look. If I'm this close, I can read it, but it's still blurry. Here is where it's in focus for me. That fucking close to the screen. Okay, you can confirm it's a 1 hour cooldown because you just tried to do it again. I think it would be funnier with like an action game, but you know, it's fair. Why are you holding me so tight? I'm feeling smug. Now look, who's the one caught now? I guess I lose. Oh, my eyesight is so bad. I am extremely short-sighted. Yeah, it's a lot. I can't, 2 minutes is over already. Right into a second hell mode would have been very fucking funny. I thought of that. I foiled your plan, Lorelai. Yeah, no, I don't want people like doing it a million times in a row. Yeah, you missed me take off my glasses and try and read for 2 minutes. Ugh, my eyes are still adjusting. I guess I lose. You totally lose. Don't tell anyone. Are you kidding? I'm gonna brag about this for the rest of my life. Mars, you were right. I am too strong. Subtext is for cowards, see all chats. Let's go! 5 inches of space until I can't read. That's about the same for me. Currently have enough points to do it twice. I'll get you at a good moment. Okay. I'm afraid. I'm getting bigger and bigger, stronger and stronger. But there's still so much to do, and I don't know how to do any of it. What if I make a mistake? What if I'm too strong? Is the universe going to be okay? Pluto, no. Pluto. Never. No way. That's impossible. I never meant it like that. I messed up again. I'm probably going to mess up yet again saying this, but you're not that strong, Pluto. No one's that strong. I like my two fun redeems, because, Hell mode's fun, because it fucks me over in any game I'm playing. Hydration New Game Plus is fun too, because I just leave and make tea, and... it's just a convenient excuse to get really close to someone to see better. Oh, okay, I gotta go get... I'm gonna go make tea. I have to leave the game how it is. Oh my god, the kettle is so much slower than I'm used to. Ugh, I got more honey. What? Why would I boil water in preparation? The point is that I go do it and be silly. Anyway, I had to bring the kettle over because this is the important fancy mug. From the bad boy James. I got the important on theme mug. And it's got all the girls. I don't know what the... This mug has girls on it. It's true. So many girls on here. Okay. I gotta go put the kettle back. I don't need it anymore. I also don't need this honey. Looking at those girls in their celestial bodies. Hell yeah. The bad boy James on it. I don't know, I feel like the Shrek one is good, right? Okay, so the tea I have is, it's like a cinnamon apple. Also, I have 4 different jars of honey, I know. It's a cinnamon apple honey, and it's cinnamon, hibiscus, orange peel, licorice, roasted chicory, chamomile, rosehip, natural flavor, dried apple. And I'm putting in honey because I need it. Big scoop of honey. Ugh. Okay, where'd I put my... Oh. I really almost just said, where did I put my headphones? You need to understand how much of a sad little meow meow I am. Yeah, we never want to finish any of the honey containers. They're so good. Look at this honey spoon. It's so cute. I don't remember what wood it's made of. I think it's walnut. Dread apple. That's so seasonally appropriate. Happy Halloween, everyone. Ooh, this is nice. Cinnamon is good in tea. Hot take. No, I haven't seen the Keith Made a Tumblr Sexy Man, Nora. I haven't listened to the episode yet because I didn't go to work. I listen to podcasts at work. It's very good. It's nice with the honey. Very good. I'm mostly tasting the cinnamon, but very tasty. Okay, what if I played a video? Nora, I'm not gonna get up and make tea when I have a full mug of tea. That is truly the silliest thing I could possibly do. Have you heard of a drug called spironolactone? I would die. It's really good. Doesn't even really steep much. Shouldn't be drinking it. Yeah, I don't know her. Getting angrier about the preemptive restrictions than I did is amusing. Look, I like getting bullied. I don't want to get bullied more than I want to play the video games. I'm probably going to mess up yet again by saying this, but you're not that strong, Pluto. No one's that strong. You know that even you aren't as strong as the Earth, right? Is Pluto on here? Hold on. I know Neptune's here. A hypothetical planet 9 may be 1200 AU away in a 20,000 year orbit of the sun. I see. Pluto is not on here. Erasure. She is so big. Saturn. Yeah. No, don't see it. I like the space mug a lot. You know that even you aren't as strong as the Earth, right? You're not any stronger than anyone on Earth, even in Crown Macula. You were the one who told me to stop getting a bit ahead about my ship's health. Like, if I fell to Earth, I'd crumple under Earth's gravity. Any given human is a million times stronger than that. Space just doesn't have any competition. So you're not strong. You're just stronger than a bunch of idiots. I love you, Mars. I keep telling people that, but I never listen to myself. I can only hear it when you say it. You know, that sometimes applies to your love advice, too. Hey! I'm the one who gets to bully you about that. Take your advice then sometimes. Oh, I didn't look at what you guys were bickering about. Fairly quick is funny. Thank you, Lorelai. Yeah, USA kettles are slow. I also have to stop the kettle early because if it's too hot, I can't drink the tea. Get bullied, idiot. Thank you. Take your advice then sometimes. I'll listen to myself when you do. And you better get ready. You're not going to be ahead of me forever. Wait, am I a rival now? Finally, I'll defeat you. Lol. Thanks, Mars. We saved each other again. These nerds are so cute. What's your tragedy, Nora? Subject, ship self. Origin, pilot program training documentation, leaked. Because we don't make a podcast, we can title an episode, Who's Your Favorite War Criminal on the Ship? Yeah, we can. Memorial Foundation Homeworld Archives. Pilot program training documentation, leaked. Mercurium, the first true ship was made in 1969, named after her place of manufacture on then Luna, now Moon. They were made as prototypes, not to be mass-produced. Aesthetic considerations. A neutral, idealized body representing all of humanity. They loved bullshit like that. Not the first vessel with a gravitational engine, only the first built to use the engine to exert outwards gravitational control. A ship self creates the pressure and culture for a human to survive alone without the presence of others. Nora, you keep spending money on me! Thank you. Enjoy your rose, Joan. Oh, this honey spoon is really cute. I got it as a Hanukkah present? I think? Things that are fun and cool and fucked up. You only get this insight into Lunatary's ship self on Pluto's route and not Luna's. It's an unsustainable attempt to make a human function as a world. To make it sustainable, we have become world-sized in body, thought, and soul, encompass every self that has been, or will be, or could be. Its original armaments were extremely varied since they were a proof of concept, and it wasn't understood yet what form the existential threat would be, and what sort of weapons would be needed against it. The tidal reactor can externalize, but it doesn't have any interior mechanisms for this, so it needs an equipment loadout, and even though the raw force is still unmatched by any mass-produced unit, it wasn't built with an effective way of using it. The original pilots had to bend, slowly, the default forms of their ship selves into new shapes, and refit the ceremonial and theoretical weapons into ones suited for the existential threat, and eventually, each other. In that time, the shape conforms to the human inside. This in part confirms that specific theory. The human part is in the ear, but the hole in the lobes for your earrings. Lipstick is real, lips are not. And we see humanity defined in its gravitational output. You ever give a mech HRT? It's good. The acceleration due to gravity. Ooh, wow, that got really apple-y, wow. Celestial mechanics and Cradle's graces have one thing in common, and that's escaping Earth's gravity. To do that, they need Saturn and Pluto to work together to corrupt the lunar gravity well. It's an opportunity for one to get the upper hand over the other, but they're not thinking about it politically. Mech gender is a performance. Where's the... I think it's on my other Tumblr. Sequit one. Yes, I'm a trans woman. Yes, I'm a mech pilot. No, we don't get all fucked up horny about it like in the memes. Yes, I happen to personally. Celestial mechanics and Cradle's graces have one thing in common, and that's escaping Earth's gravity. To do that, they need Saturn and Pluto to work together to corrupt the lunar gravity well. It's an opportunity for one to get the upper hand over the other, but they're not thinking about it politically. We're seriously working with Celestial Mechanics? That sounds stupid. I seriously don't trust them. They're so shady, no matter what they say. If it's something that's in their best interest, there's no way it's also in ours. I know there's no other way to restart the space colonization project without opening the lunar gravity well, but that's exactly why we need to keep them as far away as possible. You don't need any help to do it. That's really true, especially with the reprehensible and irresponsible pilot they're assigning to that operation. Yes, I know, but hey, if I don't need to convince you, why are we doing this? I know it's true, Mars. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. So why? Isn't it true that they're just using you? For a secret plan that will let them take control during the final battle? They're sneaky. Saturn zapping people with their electrotokens. Bioelectrics. He is good. Hot take. Hot tea. Hot take, I like tea. I know, Mars, but if we don't open the gravity well, there's no way to have the final battle in the first place. Earth's gravity will destabilize our ship cells completely. Neither of us can get what we want with Earth so close. But why do you need that conniving pilot with you? There are some things even I can't do. You're the one who keeps telling me that, you know? There's no other way to even get a chance at this without their help. But they're going to use that as leverage to trick us anyway. They're not beneath that. I'm not beneath it either, you know? Oh man, it's so much thinking about, I don't know if this is the one where Mercury is like, you'll take me with you, right? But like, the duality of Pluto being like, yeah, they might betray me, but I need the help. And Saturn being like, I need to do this to get us all out of here. Is good. That's why I'm there. I'll be trying to get the upper hand for us. I can be ruthless too, Mars. Don't you think I want it badly enough? I mean, you shouldn't have to. I know that's the part you hate. I don't care if you don't want. Something, the only hope for any queer progress necessitates solidarity first, even if you push for different solutions once you have the chance. Yeah. But also that has to go both ways. It can't be someone pushing on one side and pulling on the other. I know that's the part you hate. I don't care if you don't want to see me do something bad, though. You can do it, just like all of you can. You always tell me not to worry, but then there's nothing that I can do. I want to stop worrying, but I can't when there's nothing I can do. Oh, Mars, I really forget sometimes. You're such a good girl. But just trust me, okay? Trust me and watch me, okay? It's all I ever need. Pluto tempts Saturn to entertain a silly dream. Mars's soul baby. I love her. The moon's south pole is in the completion point for Earth, where all the terraforming begins and ends. Here, the skyscrapers rise up to... Goodbye, Mars. She cares so much and she just wants to help. Here, the skyscrapers rise up to catch the eternal light in what someday will be a city where night never comes. You're quiet. Is something on your mind? A lot, but nothing important. Don't hide it from me. You know I can just read it off your gravitational field, right? Are you sure? You're never normally this quiet. Good to know you can feel that way sometimes. But I didn't think it would be over this. The gravity well can't be that big of a deal for someone like you to deal with. And I'm here too, in case you forgot. Feeling out the tides is deeper than mind reading. Not so literal, and you know that. That kind of mind reading is the kind every human can do, but few are any good at. What kind is that? Read my mind about it. Are you nervous? No, I know exactly what I'm doing. I just wish everyone wasn't going to be watching us this whole time. I hate getting yelled at for no good reason. Don't you have people who are a pain in the ass to keep happy? That's everyone in Cradle's Graces. Plus, they love me, which makes it so hard. That's why I ditched command. I couldn't stand being pastored constantly by superiors who don't know what they're talking about. I don't have any superiors at all. What? Lucky. Why? 'Cause I'm at the top. She's the top. Excuse me? I'm the leader of Cradle's Graces, more or less. Excuse me? What? Why? For a lot of reasons, but mostly because no one else wants to be. Oh, Dr. Nix is in charge of most things still, but I do make the decisions. I mean, but why? You're as bad as Mars. This is why it's so hard to get anything done. Cradle's Grace is just full of contradictory, impossible to reconcile, naive and disorganized feelings. Someone has to bring all of that together. No, stop. I mean, but why would you tell me that? I mean, shouldn't I take advantage of this? Oh, I thought you just wanted to get to know me better, not engage in any of that cloak and dagger stuff. You're crazy. Why would you trust me? I'm sketchy. No, you're not. You're obnoxious to your friends, but you work hard all the time for their sake. You bullied a certain taciturnist pilot, not because you hated her, but because you wanted her to grow up and stop wasting her talent on moping. She truly does bear the burden of all humanity. You're always tempting me to your side, but you don't care if I join Celestial Mechanics or not. Saturn's response to love and trust. Yeah, she's not used to it. She doesn't understand. It's good. It sucks. I love her. I want to hold her. Also, you asked me how I was doing, if I was nervous, and told me you're here for me on a difficult mission, even though you tried to make it sound like you were lording it over me. So, what do you really care about? That you keep coming after me whether you win or lose? Not telling. That's fine. You don't need to say anything for me to understand. I need to shut my mouth or I'll keep stuttering and embarrassing myself. Don't tell me this whole time you've just been playing along like... Ugh. I give up on being cool. It doesn't matter. No, wait, it does matter. I worked so hard to try and corrupt this good little pilot's test brat of Cradle's Graces. Don't be sad about still being a good girl. It's a really hard habit to break. I'm the real fool, though. I saw right through you, and it worked on me just the same. I completely fell for it. Oh, we're almost there. Let's be careful, okay? The slim tower, the tallest on the moon, ends in a point, and suspended above is the overpowering gravity well, claiming humanity's spot on the moon, a safe seat in the cosmos. It'll fall inert to the surface when culture has so fully rooted in the moon that the planet will produce a true human gravity. Then this body will no longer be Luna, but fully and truly the moon, just as Terra became Earth when humanity was born there. Yet, the gravity well can also be the seat of possibility. It doesn't have any preconceptions about what humans could be, or should be. There's still time. I completely fell for you. Oh, we have work to do now. Smooth, Pluto. Begin full output. Resonance handshake seeking. Acknowledged. Handshake received. Oscillating, rotating, responding. I am trying to seduce you, though. Not to be Saturn coded, but you're over here grumpy about finding that combo relatable. That's you. Endpoint reached. Synchronization complete. Aligned rotations. Acceleration high. Still acceptable. I just don't understand how you can be this strong and amazing and still wasted on all of them. Tidal resonance achieved. Brace for resonance feedback. So, tell me, why do you waste so much of your time pestering pilots like Lunaterra and me? Tidal resonance far beyond predicted levels. Begin bracing. Hold the course steady for insertion. That's dodging the question. Waves crashing, intensifying resistive force. It's not. You're not really any different. You care what happens to everyone in space too. Yeah, it's great how Saturn just knows her shit so well. Like, she's the one who knows all of the theory by heart. She's, like, clearly good enough to pilot this, this prototype machine so well, and make it her own, even though it wasn't even made for her. I mean, in a way, it was made for her, but, you know. Saturn is Neptune-like in that sense. She knows the text, she knows how to do everything right, she just refuses unless it suits her. Even fools like us deserve a chance at what they want. The part that makes me angry is how they won't just take what they want. If Earth has abandoned us, why go through so much trouble to reconcile with them? Resistance is incredible. The core's hyper suspension is refusing to decouple. Maximum output. Bending space, culture, time. Dilating possibility. Leaving humanity behind out of spite just to prove how much you don't care about them makes it sound like you maybe actually do care about others. But it is really cute how you're trying. I'm loyal to us. That's all. The space orphans, the lab girls, and fuck everyone else. No love lost, none owed to anyone else. That's what I'm the leader of. Beginning insertion. Breaking first through 50th seals. I want to break up. If humanity wants us back, they should come crawling and beg at us to forgive them. You of all people shouldn't be the one saving them. Rapid destabilization. Action needed. You really okay with all of us in space having a chance at that future, but no one on Earth? I, of all people, know what it would be like to never have that. Breaking seals 50 through 1000. Requesting overload bypass permission. I'm not a good and noble person. My heart's not big enough. Attempting again. Fine. Here's a real secret, just for you, okay? Since you told me yours, I would never forgive the world. But if my master plan doesn't work, I'll follow you wherever. Bracing. Gravitational output's maximum. Thank you. Really, Saturn. I wouldn't have had this much fun without you. Thanks for giving me room in your heart. Thus, dramatic status updates that sound like you're gonna die. Core pierced, heavy damage to upper arm. Insertion activating. Sustained damage increasing, holding until countdown begins. For being stubborn, even so, you make me falter just a bit. They're so sweet to each other. Just a little. I can't be that invincible. I'm just a little lab brat. Reaction confirmed. Are you ready for everything? Saturn, confirm Roche limit escape. Negative. It's messing up the math. Calculations keep changing. Immediate escape is necessary before the micro black hole is formed. Can't. Calculating. String of pearls is struggling. Focus on my voice. It's not time for you to join the inverse yet. Gravity, like a warm embrace, and not just mine, wants you here. Back to your home and mine. Almost. All the equipment is destroyed. Both of them are badly damaged, but they're not dead. And the tiny black speck pulsing within the containment field. The strange gravity washes over the moon, and many things are possible. A level playing field, a new playground. Oh, it's dark. We did it. You did it. You're really okay with all of us in space having a chance at the future, but no one on Earth? I have all... It's so good. I love this girl. I can't believe it. Pluto, you're there, right? Pluto, can you turn on the monitor? Not right now. Hi, Dr. Nix. What can I do for you now? More powerful than I ever imagined. And I was never optimistic. But you've made me more optimistic than I could ever have imagined. That alone has me believing truly it was worth it. And yet, I've never heard you say it. Have you? I have fought so hard every day for it. Of course it's worth it. But you don't say or express a certain kind of joy in it. Have you noticed that? It's supposed to be joyful, isn't it? I'm proud. I'm holding everything, even though it's very, very hard. My heart and soul is in it. Isn't that obvious? What's wrong now? Saturn is right. Pluto shouldn't have to bear that burden, but Pluto, girls like Pluto, is exactly the person who understands why someone needs it. Next tragedy moment. Oh no. Oh god. My body is so crunchy. Ugh. Ugh. What's wrong now? No, but not like that. It was supposed to be a joy. You're feeling guilty again, aren't you? I told you there's no need for that. It's not helping, and I don't need it. Instead, I just have to reassure you all over again. That's more work for me. Let me just rest instead, then I'd be happy. No, it matters. Don't you understand? There can't be a sacrifice, one for the other. Happiness for everyone and no one left behind. It's supposed to mean no one. Not even you. You're the one who taught me everything. Maybe you should have taught me what that was supposed to feel like. The Cradle's Grace's fleet is small and weak, and they're desperate. With the dream of space dying, there's no time left. No chances left. The decision has already been made. Humans don't need space. It's one thing to go home, another to leave forever. Both of those are just up to those of us in space. Neither of those require the strength to pull humanity from its cradle. That's a strength no one has, and no one should even pretend they have the strength for it. Silly game, my beloved! With all of Cradle's Grace's hopes and dreams, Pluto will still try. The pilots bow out of as the conclusion of the conflict becomes evident. No, it is now truly a war, because the autonomous military units have been arrayed against her for her transgression. This is no longer a fight between the humans of space, but a war with the Earth. Oh, fuck. The autonomous units ready their weapons, and in unison they fire to kill. As if. Their trajectories bend away from Pluto, blushing at the sight of her. They refuse to meet her gaze, as expected. Cron Macula will convert the gravity well directly into the space and time and culture necessary for the future. They will steal that future from her piece by piece. This is unexpected, but not unprepared for. So, Wave 2. Wave 3. Wave 4. Wave 10. Wave 36. Wave 150. Wave 460. Wave 1000. Wave 4569. They know she's not invincible. They know her real truth, that no one who loves her can see. They have the patience and power to take it apart piece by piece. They will strip her down atom by atom if they have to, until she loses mass and gravity and becomes only a girl again. Pluto wouldn't mind if they were trying to kill her, but they have a much more important thing to kill. Cradle's Grace's future. The future of humanity as we know it depends on it. For that, they'll annihilate hers without hate, with only human efficiency and uncomplicated thoughts in mind. Join us or leave us. Only through an autonomous proxy can Earth give up on the inexhaustible empathy of the human soul. Only through a proxy can Earth divorce itself from the longing that Memorial Foundation had fought on behalf of, to value their own life above all else. They will do anything, everything, to protect themselves from death, especially at their own hands. For ship selves can only change others and never kill, but that is the fear of Earth above all else. The flawed, pathetic conscience of humanity, playing catch-up to its own mistakes, doing more harm than good. So heavy even Pluto can't bear it. How can she not respond to their pathetic, self-deceptive, self-destructive feelings? How can she say no when they need her so much? She can't. Acceleration tearing through space-time, crashing through the autonomous units at impossible speeds. Solid light, white and gold, bent and bleeding lance. Lunaterra understands. Over many years. After much training and teaching, with dynamic technology, how to speak the word no, and her spear can write it, and it does. Sorry. You really should be. You really don't have any mercy. You really need to hold on to other people's feelings. I'm sorry for not knowing a better way to do it. Lunaterra is so cool here. but I'm not sorry for doing it. I don't care how they feel. I just care about you. The autonomous units fall into disarray. They don't know how to match her speed. Lunaterra rejects their attempts to comprehend her. You're the worst! What am I gonna do with you? I didn't even want you to do that. Sorry, I did what I wanted to. You do the same for me. Even in my foolish future. If they can pull on her empathy for Earth, they can also tug her desire to be free. And celestial mechanics has so many ways. This one is called the version impulse. Iapetus despises fighting. He never wanted to develop the ship selves. He would prefer a simpler and less vulgar solution that didn't require bodies at all, of any kind. I don't mean to be disruptive, but I think there might be metaphors happening here. He is the first betrayer of celestial mechanics' dream for a new kind of body. But he understood it, because everyone can understand the dream to leave those bodies. And that was the name that he gave the instinct that drives humans to abandon what is for what could be. The inside-out impulse. There's still time for his masterwork. Pluto can be that linchpin. If she's pushed far enough and the gravity well's short shield radius expands to the point at which she cannot escape, past the limit at which point humans can no longer exchange information, past the limit by which it becomes impossible to regard others as human. Iapetus loves win-win scenarios. Humanity's discarded children will be free of their obligations to be human. Humanity will have a physical, unified enemy to chase through their pursuit of space. And Iapetus will have sown the seeds of a single, binding, unified culture theory. A white void that will bend the universe to a single set of physical laws. A simple process of autonomous drones injecting degenerate mass into the gravity well is all that is necessary, as long as Iapetus holds Pluto off personally in his Roncesvalles Terra. Even as a plan for Saturn, should she choose just this moment to betray him. A perfect plan. Like deactivating my access permissions remotely through a back door, overwhelming me with the mass production String of Pearls series, diverting my gravity reactor through a Roncesvalles Terra albedo separation system. Oh, and even more plans than that? You're really so predictable. Alert, attempting backdoor access to ship cell String of Pearls. Of course you'd have a solution to every contingency. Error, unable to find String of Pearls Series 00. Backdoor switch activated on mass production String of Pearls Series 0113. Ava moment with the mass production series. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna watch it with Lorelai at some point. It's gonna be a good time. You're so stupid. I don't have to outsmart every single one of your genius ideas. Sortie orders are fielded for String of Pearls Series 0113. Roncesvalles Terra is designated as their primary target. Just one of them should be more than enough, but I really thought you deserved their full attention. Hey, Pluto, unlike LT, I'm not even the slightest bit sorry. It's extremely dumb to fight for a stupid future all by yourself. So, thank me from the bottom of your heart for coming to believe in it with you. Praise me for obeying what you never asked me to do. Love me for believing in you. Of course! I really, really do. All my love and thanks and praise is for you. I won't even pretend to be mad at you. Not like Lunaterra, then. I am still connected. We know. We know. Back to the topic at hand. It's the final battle, Lunaterra. There's no room to retreat. Oh no, so bad for her. We really should... I love that they're making fun of her, like, running away. She has done it twice. You think the end of the world is enough of an excuse to change the subject? It should be. It won't be the end of the world. The gravity well is open, but it's not sustainable for long. The idea that Iapetus getting jumped by 13 mass production string of pearls is so good. I know she couldn't do that in the Celestial Mechanics ending, or did she? Hello, hello, hello. I'm still streaming. I'm getting near the end though. Whatever you're planning, you need to do it soon. You're both so precious to me. And you should know that even together, you cannot stop me. Hey, don't just dot fucking dot. I thought you were going to convince her. I have to do this, because I believe in it too. But Dr. Nyx was willing to sacrifice the Earth, and I'm not. No matter what it costs. Kratos' Graces never wanted independence for space. They wanted all humans to embrace it. The solution is to destabilize Earth's gravitational field until human life is no longer possible there, and force adaptation to space. Saving humanity against their own will, maybe, and destroying yourself in the process. No way. Nyx doesn't know what she's talking about. You're throwing yourself away on a dream that won't come true. And you are chiding me for not going in on my own future. The possibility lines have closed. There was no chance of a good future since before we started. It's too sad. That's why I have to stand with Dr. Nyx's dream. Humans deserve some kind of real hope. And this is as close to it as I can offer her. Well, how mad will you be at us if we stop you? I'd never be mad at you, even if I could. But for humans to be caught halfway between space and the Earth is the worst of all bad futures. It will split us in half, and that will mean war. It's the future of eternal war. Of true war, not this, where Zero-G keeps our bodies immortal and unrestricted. I mean, if we really did declare independence from Earth, wouldn't they see how cool we are and come up anyway? It's their choice, you know? Oops. You can't make it for them. That's their problem. You two really put up a fight. For a moment, I almost believed you. I really thought you might be able to stop me. Mericrisium's spine is broken. The string of pearls is subdivided into so many components, its reassembly time is weeks out. Can't blame us for trying. I wouldn't have been able to do anything else. I really hate this. It's time to... The interfacer is... broken? Thank God, I thought you missed. You didn't make the shot easy. I can't control the lunar gravity event anymore. I can't control the lunar gravity event anymore. I don't know what's going to happen. What can I do? Sorry, we didn't think that far ahead. We just wanted you to decide. Not Dr. Nyx. If you can't have everything, what's the thing you really want? This is gonna kill me. I don't know what kind of future we're going to get. I'm not working with much. I love that Saturn Lunaterra schemed to save our best girl from her fucked up little complex. You don't get to die! Anything you do is fine, if it's you. Don't listen to her. Just figure out something that doesn't suck. The three compress, redivide, expand. The simplest childish thought grasps Pluto, bubbles up within her, and she says it before she can stop herself. I want us to be together forever. In our beautiful shapes in space. Free. With everyone. Of course it isn't possible. Not enough people will believe in it. Earth is the primary body of the system, and the medium point between our gravity and its gravity is still deep within Earth. The art is so good. I love that it's in crayon, because it's her, like, actually being a person and not just doing what people say she has to do, what she has to do for everyone else. She's doing things for herself, and she's needed to for so long, and it's simple and important and good and everything. Yet they cannot pull us down anymore. That will never happen. We are still in space and the future is uncertain, if we can even sustain it, but I declare war on Earth. Come get us again. Come find us again. I dare you. I challenge you to prove it once again. What foolishness. Humanity will happily oblige. Yeah, they find that their autonomous troops are crushed before they can reach us. I love String of Pearls here. It looks so silly. It looks like a goofy little bunny. Humanity will have to fight us again. That speech is on the back of the Cradle's Graces shirt. Oh, good. Humanity will have to fight us again. On our terms this time. Fight us like children. Fight again with bodies of plastic. Pretend. If you want to fight us, you'll have to be like us. You didn't have to give me this chance. Actually, I was worried you were going to try and save me from it. Was I hoping you would? Why, you're sweet. I wouldn't hate you, even if you did save me from it. But that's not because I want that future more. I have to get you ready for a future that's terrible. But it will be the future with the greatest hope. I really believe that. You gave me permission. You said this was okay. But I don't know if you really knew what it would be. I want what Cradle's Graces wants. Happiness for everybody. Free and let no one be left behind. I can't believe I still believe in something so honest. With my whole heart. They don't know how to make it true. I don't know how to make it perfect. But I know a way to try. With you. It's just that loving you makes me so stupid. I just can't help it. To be swept up by you into a new future, even if it's not the one I wanted, would still be so sweet. Because it's you. And because I trust you. Oh! There might still be more today. Let's bet against that. Let's bet against that. I'm tired. They'll catch us off guard. So stay in your ship self. You wanna laze around still in your ship? Why not? Does it feel as nice? It's different, but it's better. You can't feel anything? You still got a lot to learn, Ace. Maybe I do. Let Pluto teach you. I'm taking a nap. Hot girl! Nah, you're helping. I'm tired. Shut up. So she says, but when she stretches out on the yellow-red carpet of Venus's jungles, she doesn't go so instantly to sleep. There's room for both of them on Pluto's lap, which is an advantage of living in your ship cell. You can do things that you normally couldn't, even if other things are harder. Harder doesn't mean impossible. It just means you have to work for it. To figure out how to make it real. Learning a new language that your new body speaks. Moments like these are rare, since we began a war against Earth. Though we're quick to remind each other, it's not really a war, but the way that war used to be. Not the hard clash of steel and lead, but the pliant pressure of plastic and light. Venus's heat melts their metal before they can make it here. When Earth wants to fight, they have to send softer bodies after us. The punishment we deserved for being unable to reconcile is this half-real solar system. The forests are still struggling on Mars, but we're trying hard, and the jungles of Venus are growing so nicely, except they're too wild to give us room. The silicate mosses that grow along the rings of Saturn along for a very fragile, delicate sort of life. You think there might be something transgender about some of this? Perhaps. We love these places anyway. They're becoming more and more like home. All we need is more of us. And they come, descending in waves, trying to take us back. We beat them back every time, and sometimes one or two look around and decide, I'd rather stay here. And then there's more of us. Sometimes they succeed and take one of us back home. That's just as fine with us. We should go where we wish, live as we wish. And if our sisters get taken home, they bring a small part of us back to the Earth. That can't go unchanged. Like Pluto always said, this future no one wanted. It's the only future that leads somewhere. A future she couldn't hold. And still can't hold, but she doesn't need to. We are holding it with her. We are holding it together. And together, we can hold this future. Earth isn't ready to accept us, and we're not ready to forgive Earth. That's okay. We don't have to be. Let's just fight about it. Let's fuck over it. Let's break up and get back together over it. If we lose on the terms we set, and that proves our point. So, we win. If you hate that logic and think it's stupid, come over here and mess me up about it. Come here and make out with me about it. That last paragraph feels so Saturn. It does. It really does. Oh. I like this game. Memorial Foundation's your favorite ending. Celestial Mechanics is closest to your heart. This is the ending with the most hope and future. This is a good ending. Oh. Okay. Think that's I mean, it's obviously I'm gonna stop her here. Next Heaven will be Mindstream. I'm gonna go be a trader, I guess. I don't know if I want to do full routes or anything, but Cradle Grace's little tagline resonated with you and stayed that way. Yeah, it's good. Oh, drop holding in for Halloween. Do it is the I need to figure out what that is, but yes. It will block the link and I'll be like, it's okay, but that's fine. You Factitious.net holding it for Halloween 1.0 .web. Thank you. Sorry, it's just an on principle thing. I don't want people sending me weird stuff. You know what? I'm going to do this next week, I think. Because I want to stop. Oh my... Oh my god, the Tana music got me. Okay. Alamede will have to be the Rose Bride another day because I'm EP.